Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing well. In this video you are going to learn how to solve keys and rooms problem from the Leetcode. In case if you missed something during the initial explanation, don't worry, I am going to explain every line of code. Make sure you watch this video till the end to completely understand problem, solution and implementation. Let's understand the problem statement. There are rooms from 0 to n-1. Room 0 is unlocked and each room can contain keys to some other rooms. The first room that we are going to visit is always room number 0. Why is that? Because room 0 is the only unlocked room in the beginning. For visiting other rooms, we must have keys to those rooms. How can we solve this problem? This problem can easily solved using BFS technique. Starting from room number 0, if you are able to visit all the rooms, then we can return true. If we can't visit all the rooms, then we can return false. Let's go through one example to understand the solution. Let's consider this first example. Here there are 4 rooms. We can write this is room number 0, this is room number 1, and this is room number 2, and this is room number 3. First we are going to visit room number 0 because this is unlocked. From room number 0 we have to get some keys. Since in this example at index 0 only one key is present, that is room to key 1. So that means from room 0 we can visit room number 1. And at room 1, once we visit room number 1, we have key for room number 2. That means from room number 1 we can visit room number 2. And at room number 2 we have a key for room number 3. That means we can visit room number 3. If you observe this thing, we visited all the rooms from 0 to 3. That means we can visit all the rooms. In this case we have to return true. If we are not able to visit all the rooms, then we have to return false. Let's implement the same solution. The first thing that we are going to need is we are going to maintain a set of visited rooms. It will be a set of integers and I'm going to call it as visited rooms. And then we need a queue to implement BFS technique. Queue of integers, and I'm going to name this variable as queue itself. Since room number 0 is unlocked, we are going to push 0 to queue. Queue will always have the keys which are available at a particular moment. Initially we have key for 0 because since room 0 is unlocked, we are going to assume that we always have key for room number 0. Then we are going to start going through our queue and try to process nodes which are available at the queue at every level, and then we are going to check if we are able to visit all the rooms or not. Here we are going to check what is the queue size, current queue size. Then we are going to process all the nodes which are already present in the queue. So int I equals to 0, I less than queue size, I plus plus. Now we can get current room that we have to visit, which will be present at front of the queue. And once we get the front element, we are going to pop an element from the queue. And what are we going to do with the current room? We don't have to do any processing. We just have to mark it as visited. So I'm going to insert current room visited rooms dot insert current room. Now we have marked the current room as visited. Now we have to get some keys from that room. How can we get the keys? I'm going to call this vector as keys itself, and we can get the keys using the rooms array that is provided to us. We can get keys for the current room, keys which are available at the current room, rooms of current room. This provides us with a list of keys. Then we need to insert these keys into our queue if they are not already visited. Then we can go through all the keys. I'm going to use a different variable named j less than keys dot size j plus plus. Now we will check whether we have already visited a room represented by keys. If visited rooms dot find keys of j, if you are not able to find in that visited list visited rooms dot end, then what we are going to do is we are going to insert that into our queue. And at the end, once we do this, if you are able to visit all the nodes, all the rooms from 0 to n-1, then this visited rooms will have all the numbers from 0 to n-1. Then finally, we are going to check whether those things are equal size. Visited rooms dot size is equals to rooms dot size. If this condition is true, then we have visited all the rooms. If this condition is false, then we haven't visited all the rooms. Let's submit this solution and check whether it passes the initial test cases. Yes, as you can see here, this solution is passing all the initial test cases. We have a time complexity of O of n because we are going to visit all the nodes, and even the space complexity is also O of n. Let's submit this solution and check whether it passes all the test cases or not. Yes, as you can see here, this solution is passing all the test cases. If you are interested in learning more about other data structures and algorithm related problems, you can check out other videos from my channel. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned something new today.